2025 is your year to smash your goals. And I've got the simplest life hack that you can implement today to take you from the position you are in right now and actually set you on the path to actually achieving those goals. It's actually very simple, this life hack. Doesn't take too much, isn't that complicated, but it is so effective. And I've utilized this. I took it for a test run in 2024 and I saw the results that came out of it, and I'm implementing this all the way through 2025. As humans, we easily get trapped into the whole overthinking cycle. You start to think about everything, you set yourself a plan, set yourself a goal, set yourself a target, and then you start overthinking it. And then from overthinking, it leads you to, procrastination. And then procrastination leads you into self-doubting. Oh, is this possible? Have I set myself up wrongly? Do I need to do this? You start to overthink everything. And then all of that, time flies. And then you realize that you're still stuck in the same position you were in at the start of the year, where you set that goal and it's the end of the year and you haven't really achieved that goal. Here's where this life hack comes into play. It's a very, very simple life hack. It's basically about shortening the gap between your thinking and the doing. Your thinking and the doing. The moment you can get yourself from shortening that gap, you're setting yourself up for greatness. You're setting yourself up for success. You're setting yourself up to achieve that goal that you've set up for yourself. It is that simple, because a lot of us get trapped in that whole, I need to overthink. I need to think about every single aspect of everything I need to do. And then you realize that time has flown so fast that you have actually not moved any closer to actually doing what you need to do to then achieve that target or to achieve that aim or to achieve that goal. A great example of this is actually me recording this video right now. It's actually me implementing the simple life hack. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've always wanted to be content creation for a long time, and I've always dabbled into it, stepped out because I fall into that whole overthinking trap, and then procrastination kicks in, and then self-doubt kicks in, and then time just flies. But of recent, I've been putting a lot of time into less thinking about the idea and then just moving into actually doing what I need to do to then achieve that goal of creating the content I want to create. And as a result, I've been able to kind of create a couple of videos over the past few months. And that is what you need to do. You need to shift away from the passive position of thinking and talking about what you want and how you're going to go about getting it, and actually move into the active phase of doing what you need to do to actually achieve or set yourself to achieve the goal that you're aiming for. In 2024, I actually implemented this life hack in various aspects of my life. My private life, work life, my business, my powerlifting journey, fitness journey, and various aspects of my life saw a massive difference in things that was happening within my life. For example, at work, the first half of the year was a bit rocky for me. I was just overthinking various things that was happening. I was just overthinking, if I do this, what would happen? I started just building a whole landscape of things that could happen of just me doing one thing, but actually not actually doing the thing. But the moment I moved away from that whole passiveness to actually active of doing what needs to be done, the execution of the work, execution of my ideas, it was just night and day, to the point whereby even my line manager was like, something is different, and whatever this is, you just gotta keep it up. For example, also in my business, I own a scented soy wax candles. I make candles. I love candles, one of my great passions. But yeah, this was one of the programs that we launched last year called Upper's Garden, and this was stuck in the procrastination and overthinking phase for a good 3 months, because I was just overthinking, what about if I go with this scent? What would happen if I do this? What would happen if I do that? All right, cool, I have the scent, but what would happen with people? But the moment I decided to actually shift away from overthinking it and actually just doing, actually just releasing it, it became our bestseller towards the end of Q3 and the whole of Q4. That's it. Same thing with a triple wick that we make. It's moving away from a passive thought of, what about if it doesn't work? I know some people have been asking for it, but what about if it doesn't work? To actually just doing it. And every market we go to, a lot of people love the triple wick. They want to buy it. I've had orders online as well. It's stuff like this that happens that just makes me understand, it's such an easy life hack that you can implement, but it has the potential to drastically change things for you and actually move you closer to achieving whatever goals you set yourself. So if you're down to actually change your life in 2025 and actually get to achieve those goals that you set yourself in 2025, they're just very simple things that you can do. The life hack of shortening the gap between thinking and doing is the key thing. is the key thing. But then also you need to like outline your goals and break them down into small chunks. And breaking them down into small chunks just means that they're easily achievable. Set yourself up for success that way. You also need to set yourself some accountability measures. Whatever that looks like, you need to find out what works for you and you need to set that in place. If that means you have somebody external from yourself that's going to be holding you accountable for whatever small set goals that you've had for yourself, do that. I've got that in my life as well. My fiance is one of my, is one of the people that actually helps me and holds me to those, to those standards that I've set for myself, and make sure that I stick to the plan. I stick to wanting to achieve those small increments that then leads to the bigger goal. You gotta set yourself deadlines. Deadlines are very important. It doesn't matter how long something's gonna take you, but you need to have a set end goal for that stuff, because then it keeps you on the path. It keeps you more focused. It keeps you understanding that you need to do this by a specific time. You need to find ways to deal with your self-doubt and procrastination. You just need to. You need to. For me, one of the best ways I do this is I go for long walks. I'll go for an hour and a half, 2-hour walks. I use that time to actually think about what I need to think about. And the moment I'm done with that work, I've set up a plan and it needs to be executed. It's as simple as that. You need to find what works for you and then you need to implement that. And finally, you need to celebrate those small wins. Well aware that as people, we tend to just focus on the big goals, but sometimes the small wins, the small increments are the best things, are the sweetest things. You just need to focus on that. For me, I find focusing on those small things actually keeps me going, actually keeps me more hungry, actually keeps me more dedicated to what I want to achieve, to my goals and ambitions that I've set for myself. And you just need to do the same thing as well. But that's it. That is the life hack. There isn't too much to it. If you can implement these things, this simple life hack into whatever your goal is for 2025, I can guarantee you it's going to set you up for success. It's that simple. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't get stuck here. You need to go here into the actual doing. Into the actual doing. And once you start doing that, yo, the sky. That's it. But no, thank you for watching. Do let me know what you think. Peace out.